You know what happened in Canada? People dropped the fear of God. They dropped the fear of hell. This is nowhere, okay, in people's preaching, and that is why, okay, everyone is just as loose can be, okay, with every sin and non-standard in existence, okay? And this is gross, okay? So the fear of Jehovah is the beginning of wisdom. I just see it for what it is. It's just, people don't, you know, first of all, people don't fear God. They don't know God. They're not awakened to the truth, okay? You have to read, okay, the Bible. You have to read the words of Jesus and study it religiously so that you come to the revelation yourself. Read the words of Jesus. Jesus talked about hell more than any person in the Bible, and Jesus is God. So what does that tell you, you know? Like, just read the red letters all over again. Like, ideally every day. And just realize how high the standards are of Jesus, who is God in the flesh. You can't live in a world that doesn't fear God. It doesn't work. You can't live without standards. You can't live a day, you know, shoving crap into your mouth, wearing a black mask, yada, yada, yada. It's degradation, okay? You're made in God's image. Like, you came forth from your mother's womb, okay? As a baby, created by God, allowed into this world by God, and He loves you. But if you completely rebel against the Bible and standards and the words of Jesus and the knowledge of God and the worship of God and the ways of God, and that's the problem with this country. Sadly, so much of Canada never grew up. Like, everyone has stayed, you know, there's very little depth of the knowledge of God in this country. Let me put it that way. And it's manifesting itself like crazy across the land, okay? By this time, Canada should be a tremendous sending nation. We should be, you know, we should be sending tremendous amounts of manpower and wealth to the suffering peoples and nations of the world. All right, well, now's the time for revival. It's like you'd have to be very far from God to not be seeing that at this point.